For a brief moment, imagine that this is not actually a TED Talk. We're actually in a pub. I've already had a few pints tonight, and I suddenly feel the strong urge to talk to you about populism in Europe. Populism is dangerous. Populists target people's fears, and they channel their anger against a common perceived enemy. They pretend to care about struggling minorities and offer solutions that don't really exist just to get the vote. And it's all kind of due to this rise of inequality in European societies. And the European Union is definitely in crisis over crisis over crisis, and nobody has an answer. Now you just sit there with your pint like, Pat, can you please relax? One way or another, we have all heard the story before. So tonight, let's not pretend we have answers either. Allow me instead to remind you of all the great things that European integration has already done for all of us. Start by looking around. This audience, this city, is as international as Europe itself. Now think of all the other European cities currently visited by Erasmus students. Paris, Vienna, Barcelona. Over the next 10 years, 4 million of such Erasmus students will be sharing their ideas across Europe. These numbers really matter. Now, last year, I was one of those students. I spent a year in Barcelona, and for me, this was another opportunity where meeting people from different backgrounds would make me reflect upon my own. What can I, as a German, learn from the British, from the Spanish, from everyone else? Well, to give you an example, in Edinburgh, I have learned to speak up. People here say what they think. People in Barcelona have a unique way of loving life. They get stressed as well. But at the end of the day, they cherish every drink, every meal they share with their friends. And to relate this to everyone in this audience tonight, note that learning from others does not stop at European borders. We are joined tonight by people from around the world who have come here to do just that, to learn from each other. International variety, rather than being a source of potential conflict, can be a huge pool of knowledge accessible to us in Europe because we have European integration. Embracing this idea really matters. Now this year I'm back in Edinburgh. After graduating next year, I might go back to Spain. I might stay in the UK. I might go to Germany for a while. I'm pretty much free to do whatever I want, wherever I want. And it's this freedom of mobility that, again, really matters. Now, all these wonderful things that I've come here tonight to share with you are things that our grandparents would not have dreamed about. And I know this may sound like a cliche. But instead of fighting each other in a fanatic struggle for power, we have finally come to the lasting realization that we are actually more powerful together. And it's this idea offered together that, again, really matters. Now let's go back to the pub. I've just finished my little outburst about populism, and still slightly raging, I see my friend from Barcelona, Angel, standing at the bar. Beer in his hand, huge smile on his face. He spots me across the room, and in Spanish he says, "Pat, hombre, ¿cómo estás?" Which means as much as, "Pat, how you doing?" And right then, I'm actually doing really well. I forget about populism altogether and realize that things in Europe actually aren't that bad. We have come such a long way since about half a century ago. Why on earth would anyone want to go back there? Because the road ahead looks kind of rocky? No. I say we stop crying about problems that we knew would arise and keep moving forward every day, reminding ourselves of the fact that we're better together. Thank you.